Rolls-Royce is one of the most successful and world's top car-making companies. The brand name Rolls-Royce is a mark of luxury for rich people today. Rolls-Royce is the finest example of the world's top-class successful business that established itself as a brand name. Sometimes we all wonder what creates these huge success stories. Who was the different one among the crowd who had the highest staircase to success while the others didn't? Needless to say, every successful individual or institution has its own secret or story to success. There is a brilliant mind behind every masterpiece this world has seen. For sure, Rolls-Royce must have a brilliant mind behind it too. Let's dive deep into the success story and thrilling ventures of Rolls-Royce. Turn pages of history show us two brilliant minds behind Rolls-Royce, Frederick Henry Royce and Charles Rolls. Frederick Henry Royce belonged to England. He was born in 1863 in Alwalton. Henry Royce belonged to an ordinary family of 5 siblings and parents. His father used to run a flour mill for basic income. However, he was not good at it and they could not make ends meet. The family reached the verge of bankruptcy. This unfortunate and tough phase of life forced the family to move to London. Henry Royce was merely an innocent 4-year-old boy when he reached London in extreme poverty conditions. He used to do odd jobs when other kids used to go to school. Fate didn't favor him in the early days of his life when his father too died in 1872. He worked even harder to survive and used to sell newspapers his entire childhood. Henry Royce could not gain much education like ordinary kids. However, he would still be motivated enough to steal some time and devote it to French, algebra, and electrical engineering. He finally found a basic job in a tool-making company. He then switched to work for an electric light and power company. He gained some experience and funds from these small companies and joined hands with his engineer friend Ernest Claremont to start a business. They named their company F.H. Royce & Company. Initially, they used to make electric components like dynamos and doorbells. The business was fruitful for them and now they even had shareholders in their company. The passion of Henry Royce towards cars was gradually growing with the fruiting success of his business. He manufactured the first Royce car in 1904. The first 3 models of Royce's first cars were owned by Royce himself, Henry Edmunds and Ernest Claremont respectively. Henry Edmunds was one of the shareholders in Royce's company and will later set up a meeting that will change history forever. The other brilliant mind behind Rolls-Royce, Charles Rolls, was born in Berkeley Square, London. He studied mechanical and applied science at Trinity College, Cambridge in 1895. Rolls graduated from Cambridge in 1898 and began working on the steam yacht Santa Maria. However, his talents lay more in salesmanship and motoring pioneering than practical engineering. In January 1903, he started one of Britain's first car dealerships, C.S. Rolls & Company, based in Lillie Hall, Fulham, to import and sell French Peugeot and Belgian Minerva vehicles. Henry Edmunds, a shareholder in Royce's company, was a friend of Charles Rolls and was boasting to him about the new 10-horsepower Royce motor car. At the time, Charles Rolls was frustrated at only being able to sell foreign imports, so Edmunds arranged a meeting with the man behind the 10-horsepower. Little did Edmunds know that the meeting he organized would change the future of motoring forever. Rolls and Royce first met on the 4th of May 1904 in Manchester. Within minutes of seeing Royce's twin-cylinder 10-horsepower, Rolls knew he had found what he was looking for. Charles Rolls was equally passionate about cars and engineering. He was known as Dirty Rolls because of his ability to work so well with greasy engines. After taking the motor car for a drive, Rolls agreed on the spot to sell as many motor cars as Royce could build, under the name Rolls-Royce. Creating a brand requires vision. So while Rolls and Royce were busy building and selling motor cars, it was Rolls' partner, Claude Johnson, who stepped into the role of managing director and expanded the fledgling company's reputation. A genius at publicity, Claude Johnson was so integral to the success of the company that he became known as the hyphen in Rolls-Royce. The amalgamation of Royce and Rolls' vision brought forth one of the most expensive car companies on the front. The company Rolls-Royce was founded in 1906. Thanks to Henry Edmunds, he made a superpower duo of these two minds. Royce's intelligence was more self-made with his own self-study and gained experience from small companies. Royce was more passionate and made the best use of his prestigious education and degree. These two started with their experience, intelligence, and passion to make the best of their association. Their association gave light to one of their initial cars, Silver Ghost. It was so encouraging for their company to release a car model and see it becoming the best car of the year. The Rolls and Royce journey never looked back. It was only accelerated by glorious public advertising done by Claude, Roll's partner. The brilliant minds gave rise to a brilliant company, and we see it standing still so strong even today.